We can hear you. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Good. How is everything? All good?
All good over here.
Okay. So today we have William on vacation, so he's not joining, but maybe he comes. But let me give you a quick update of what we have been up to. So big part of the team was doing conferences. So in my case, I was in Uruguay doing a bunch of talks. One conference called Campus Party, which is a big technology conference in Latin America, and well, not just in Latin America, they do it in many other places, and also a talk at the university or here. I cut. Yeah, you lost me, right? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you now.
Yeah. That's the thing that, I mean, we do it on, I mean, people like Telegram to do this, but I mean, in my experience, the experience is not great. I mean, we never had cuts on Zoom, but that's fine. If you want Telegram, we can do it on Telegram. Yeah. So let me start again then. For me this week, I've been giving like a bunch of conferences in Uruguay, which is this little country near Argentina, and I've been invited here for a Campus Party conference, which is a quite important technology conference. It's not crypto specific, but most of the I mean, speakers were like from crypto this time. Well, and here I was with a bunch of important companies, which some of them have a good connections with Kleros, like for example Ripio, which is a very big exchange in Latin America. That's a cool thing. And this morning I spoke at the YPO, which, as you know, is the World Intellectual Property Organization. This is a branch of the United Nations. This focused on the building infrastructure, legal infrastructure, and regulatory infrastructure for property rights, intellectual property. And of course, they are interested in a number of situations of how to implement new technologies for intellectual property. And I had the opportunity to present Kleros there alongside other people who were from different startups that use different approaches from technology. Like, for example, there was one that they do machine learning for detecting copyright infringement in digital marketplaces. There is another one. One very interesting presentation was from a woman who is, I think, the head of marketplace security or something like that at Amazon, and she explained all her approach for like removing all of the counterfeiting products at Amazon marketplace, and they have this sophisticated machine learning method, and I mean, this is like an arm race between the company and the people who want to list counterfeit items. And she explained all the strategies that they have, like, for example, take a picture from different angles or show the picture from more pixelated or less pixelated, or like looking for changing the lightning conditions and all that. So I learned a lot about how they approach this Amazon, which is basically their centralized approach to a curated list in the e-commerce business. And it's quite interesting how she was making the point that AI cannot solve everything because there's a bunch of things that they still need to use humans. And well, but it's like basically Kleros way to present and to curate lists. So that was really cool. In my case, I presented our approach for NFTs. I was the only one actually who got deep into NFTs. The rest were more about like more traditional patents, and how to improve different methods using machine learning. Uh, so, well, I presented the work how we are thinking about NFT curation. Well, the work that is being done by Misu. Uh, so no pressure, but this is reaching very high levels now. Um, so that's a really cool thing that happened today. Then the rest of the team in the past week was at Dubai. I will let Annabelle maybe comment on that because I was not there. So maybe Annabelle, you want to tell a bit the community how that went there.
This was a very beautiful event. So from the content perspective of the day with the different speakers and different talks, there were two tracks. One that was more technical and one that was more, let's say, general about DeFi. So I was following this other one, but we had like a very beautiful lineup of talks that were interesting. William gave also a talk at the end of the afternoon, and apart from that, we had workshop sessions, which were not really workshops, at least in my experience, but that was interesting enough. There was also a Kleros event, which was a very beautiful experience. We had a desert gathering. So the people who registered for the event came in like four-wheel-driven cars in the desert. Then we had a campsite. Also had some sun surfing sessions. The people really loved it. That was fun. The sunset on the dunes. We had dinner together in the campsite. We had also a camel riding activity in the night. So that was really fun. And actually, we could exchange quite a lot about proof of humanity with the participants. That was a very beautiful event. It was a great experience, and some said it was the best side event, probably, but
Of course, it was.
that was a bit original because you had the possibility to chat at Calm. It was also relaxing after 1 week of a lot of activities. There were also a lot of parties. So there were like really people really being exhausted from all the both parties from different sponsors of the event. So that was the relaxing moments of the week. So no, that went really well. I hope you guys will join us to the next upcoming event in Amsterdam and of course in Paris, where we'll try also to find something original. So if you are not on Proof of Humanity yet, just be on Proof of Humanity because this can guarantee you a ticket to the next events.
There you go. So, well, maybe JB, you can tell a bit about Dubai and maybe an update about the Kleros 2.0.
Yes. So yes, Dubai was very exciting, and lots of lots of very smart people, and lots of interest for Kleros actually. All right, V2 side, we've got some good progress on the fast bridging, which is it's really not trivial. We we've seen a number of bridge hacks in the past couple of weeks. Now the biggest hacks in history. So building bridges is hard. In our case, we are not building token bridges, we are building message bridges, but it could still do some damage. So we are working extra hard on the security of it, and yeah, it's in good shape. So we are even getting some interest from some partners, which are well, some other projects are curious about the bridge we are building, which technically doesn't have to be Kleros specific. So for now, we'll be the main users of it, but we could imagine that other applications could use our first bridge to pass messages across different lanes. So
yeah. Also, if you want to learn more about what we already have as a demo for V2, you can see the video of JB presenting a couple of weeks ago, and there's an explanation about the fast bridge there, which is like a quite interesting, development fit that we are trying to do now. Maybe you can explain what's the point of the fast bridge and why it's important for V2, JB, like in 1 minute. You're there? Oh, you dropped. Are you there, JB?
yes, I'm back. Sorry, I couldn't hear anything. My audio.
Yeah, I was just saying that maybe you can like just explain what is the fast bridge and why it's important for V2, like in 1 minute only, for people who don't know.
Sure. So we are looking at deploying an optimistic rollup, and if you remove the core to the rollup, we will still have to support the existing integrations, which are mostly on Ethereum mainnet at the moment. So we need some message passing in the case of Kleros in one direction to the court for the creation of disputes and back from the court for the rolling. And with optimistic rollups, it's actually easier in one direction. It can do the rollup, but in the opposite direction, it's more complicated. There is a 7 days delay. So we are working around this by making a bridge which allows different participants to make a claim about the status of a message on the Arbitrum side onto Ethereum. So if rolling happens, we can allow some. It's completely open. We can allow some participants to make a claim on the Ethereum side about what this rolling is, and there's a challenge period. So it's actually similar to the fraud game implemented by the rollup itself, except that it's specific to application messages, in this case Kleros. But the underneath the components inside our first bridge could actually support any application, and we need that because otherwise the messaging, the rolling would take 7 days to go from Arbitrum to mainnet. Number one, and number two, it's also a bit expensive to interact with mainnet. So if we can avoid using the canonical bridge, which is the one provided by Arbitrum, we can save quite a bit of in transaction cost, and it's also faster.
There you go. Okay, so again, if you want to learn more about the bridge, watch the video. It's on YouTube. Okay, so we have that. So this week also we are like doing some, I'd say, strategic reflection about the product portfolio we have at the cooperative. And which ones we want to keep working on, which ones we need to see how we keep maintaining them, because as you know, over time we have built a number of different apps, in many cases because we wanted to show the potential that Kleros has in resolving a bunch of different situations. As you know, Kleros has like 3 main use cases. One of them is a group of use cases, let's say. One of them is curation. The other one is escrow, and the other one is oracles. So we have been doing work in all of them, and now we are like trying to see what we have built and what the requirements we have to improve the apps we already have, and like to prioritize the development efforts among them, especially in the context where we want to move forward as fast as possible for the Kleros V2, which is what will bring us a really cool set of use cases that we have discussed many times already, content moderation and all that. So that is some internal like reflection we're doing. This also is there's also good input we are getting from a bunch of integration talks we are having with a bunch of different projects. And as I mentioned this already in the past calls, that we are having lots of inbound requests for integration, and so we are now trying to research more what are the friction points that typically end up stalling the different integration requests, and see and basically in which types of integrations Kleros can be more easily integrated in the short term, medium term, and long term. So that's a kind of prioritizing our business integration or business development funnel, let's say. So that's taking a bunch of our time now, that strategy. And from this process of reflection, we are going to make a number of decisions regarding integration strategy, product management, and this of course will impact how we allocate resources in the team among the different areas we have to cover. So we have that. Then let me see, what else do we have? I don't think I have anything else for now. Maybe Shotaro, you want to add something, or she?
Regarding the bridging of messages that JB mentioned, we're making some progress on some smart ways to batch relayed rulings together and have some gas savings. So good things in store. Good development happening for V2.
Good. The incubation application is still open. If you guys want to apply, still open that. Feel free to share with your friends. We want to have as many applications as possible. We already have 2 teams, but we want more. We did a bunch of interviews this week, but for now, we decided not to take those we interviewed. So we're still open. We want to reach, ideally 4. If it's 4, it's fine, but 2 is okay. The first batch we had 2, but if we can have 4, that would be great. Then a bunch of administrative stuff regarding financial reports. We are still a bit delayed with the financial for the BPI and for the cooperative meeting. But just finalizing all that. And I guess that's about it for this week. I don't know if you guys have any question or remark.
I just wanted to mention that if you want to get a depot for this week's call, we will use a secret word that you can use to claim on directly on the mobile app, and the secret word is, let me check if I remember correctly. Secret word is, sorry.
The seed phrase.
The seed phrase, exactly. It's the secret word is Dubai desert. Just like where the Dubai desert, just like where the celebration occurred.
Is it all one word without spaces?
Yes, without spaces. And you can download the bot app and go to the claim. I believe it's like a plus button, and then you will see an option that is called secret word or secret, and enter the phrase there. And if you have any difficulties, you can DM me, and I can share you a link if you prefer.
Is this how we buy those Kleros Havaianas sandals?
That could be an option, right?
Did you like the Havaianas? I mean, that was a big success.
Yeah, those are really cool. It's a great collab too.
Yeah, for the Havaianas, we are going to try making another batch because they were gone within 5 minutes. So we are going to have new proposal for the ATHCC in Paris. So I'm working on this right now to have many more. And please, guys, try having like maybe smaller feet also.
Yeah, or if you have big feet, you just cut a part of your feet so it fits into, because it's hard to get the 45, right?
Thank you.
Just cut your toes, you know. Yeah, I mean, I have the same problem. So yeah, that's really, really, really cool. Anything else, guys?
I just would like to mention that Elon Musk, if you don't mind, that Elon Musk has bought like a portion of Twitter and is now a major stockholder and with access to the board. And he is like, his intention is to make it more fair and open and stop bots. And I read everything about it, and I just think, does he knows about Kleros? Does he knows about content moderation?
Jack Dorsey can tell him. Jack Dorsey can tell. Jack Dorsey follows Kleros, so I'm sure that when they have this board meeting, they will probably, discuss how to make this better. And that now that we will have the two, it's going to be like actually feasible to implement. So we have like a very exhaustively researched content moderation for Kleros. So that's a core use case for us. So we will make sure that he knows about us, and we will probably also send him some Kleros Havaianas. I mean, that would be great for him to have also.
It's awesome.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for coming. Enjoy your POAP and see you on Telegram. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks all.
Thank you.